gunfire. He probably shot maybe 16 or 20 rounds, and I got off 12.
What's going on? This is My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Down in Washington. That was a 78-year-old retired police officer on the west side of Chicago in the Austin neighborhood. I'm going to bring you guys that story. I'm going to also bring you guys, yesterday was Brandon Johnson's first city council meeting. They're proposing a $51 million to house and feed migrants in the city of Chicago. However, that money is to run out at the end of June. They're estimating that it's $20 million per month as of right now to house and feed migrants. That number, more buses are coming to the city of Chicago. They're estimating from August to the next August, something like of taxpayers' money going to the migrants in just Chicago. I'm going to bring you guys some of that, not all of it. I'm going to bring you guys the video of that brave Chicago retired police officer. It's going to take the people inside the community to save the people inside of his community. The guy he saved actually thought that, hey, I thought dude was about to shoot me. Dude actually really thought that. He saved dude's life. I'm going to also bring you guys a video of a joyride. Teens steal this man's car, his Jeep. They stopping at McDonald's. They running red lights, putting a lot of lives at danger. This is why I am so hard on Brandon Johnson. A lot of people are like, what did he do? Give him a chance. Hey, look here. I was stepping to office because look at this stat right here. Motor vehicle theft is up 222% in 2 years. All right? In 1 year, 132%. I will come into office and I will play no games. I would say, y'all had y'all fun. Look at these. I would show y'all a sheet. All the soft people on crime, I would show y'all the sheet. I would show y'all this video. I'm about to show y'all how many lives have been ended because of these lazy bums that literally don't want to go to work. And I would show y'all the stat. And I would give them a mandatory 5 years. And I'll make an example of the first 100 I catch. And they'll be like, oh, no. Y'all here? Down in Washington office. You get automatically fired. They're going to be like, oh, I wouldn't play no games. For what? Why? Anyway. All right. Now, 78-year-old man. Hey, they was trying to, he literally stepped out about 1:45 a.m. You guys, what the guy says.
Felt the bullets flying by him, one of them grazing his thumb, but that didn't stop him from trying to help.
If I don't think about it, nobody asks me about it, it's good. No, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great.
But that offender got away with his neighbor's Jeep. He ended up crashing it into a parked SUV a half-mile away near the corner of Huron and Waller. The suspect got away. The retired officer of 8 years knows the streets, but says our communities are dealing with a problem with criminals becoming so young and ruthless.
Coming out with guns that cost 8 and 9.
13, 14-year-old. I don't care if you 13, 14-year-old. Honestly, I would take Chicago and I'll make an example. All over the world, here's what we're going to do. I don't care if you're 13. I'm just kids, as Brandon Johnson would say. Kids kill you. Kids threaten you. Your hard-earned work, now that Jeep is total, and for what? You got to probably spend $1,000 deductible, and even if whatever equity you had in that car, you may have been paying it, almost paid it off. Now you got to start all the way over. Now you got to buy a brand new car. Now you got to pay $5,000-$6,000 back onto another car. And that would look like a brand new Jeep. That joint was dope. All right, so now this is Brandon Johnson's meeting they had in Chicago. I want you guys to hear activist Tyrone Muhammad. I want you guys to hear what he had to say about the $51 million given Chicago taxpayer money. Listen to him.
You got violence ravishing our community. We got poverty ravishing our community. We got all of the ills is in our community. Y'all voted this man in to deal with the ills of our community, and yet you can't even see it or be a part of it. Now we're talking about $51 million in immigrants when we have no housing for 18,000 ex-cons, 18,000 ex-citizens. We talk about public safety. Then if you don't deal with that population, how do you stop it? We got 18 to 24-year-old unemployment rate 80%.
They running red lights, speeding past police officers, even stopped to get some McDonald's.
That I was able to download all the footage.
Behind a stolen wheel.
So they literally speed past cop cars.
Yes. And there's 3 of them that we at least count.
And a whole bunch of red lights.
Yeah, the red lights is out of control. And then numerous stop signs.
But first, it's a stop at a gas station, an argument over who's going to pay.
I'm gonna send you $10. Pay 30, I'm sending you $10.
Then they speed dangerously close to a pedestrian at McCormick Place before pulling into McDonald's.
Can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle?
Before and after breakfast, Dan thinks they hit speeds over 100 miles per hour.
The brakes were pretty burned up.
And while Dan called Chicago police, he says he did all the work to find his Jeep.
The Apple AirTag program told us exactly where it was, and we were 30 feet away from it, and there was a garage right there. So I hit the remote start, and it started to Jeep up in the garage.
A Jeep joyride, finally, over.
Just to see somebody driving that recklessly is just, it's ludicrous.
Noel Brennan, CBS 2 News.
Dan says
See how many lives they put in danger because they out joyriding. This is why I would be so hard. This is why, because you will end the life of an innocent person. You're hard on your children, not because for you, but for their own safety. You don't want them to mess up. So the harder you are, the more they won't be to go out and act a fool like that. That's why you need to be hard on your children. That's why you need to be harder on the citizens of Chicago, Mayor Brandon Johnson, because it's for their own safety. Anyway, go to YouTube, go to My Life in the Chi, My Life in the CHI. Peace, y'all.
On fire, ooh, down to the wire. My life in the Chi. Ooh, it's my life in the Chi.